you if you thought you'd found the perfect guy. Good looks, a big heart, and a brain to boot. Well, you'd probably want to marry him, right? Right? Sure. But what if there was one little thing standing in the way of you two getting together? Like the fact that the man that you love is not attracted to women. Well, that's the predicament some of my guests today are in, because they all say the same thing. I'm in love with him, but he's gay. Question. How would you feel if a man who loved you and wanted to marry you was gay? Wouldn't feel too hot? Well, meet Susan. Susan says that her friend Richard tells her that he loves her and wants to marry her. And Susan says she feels exactly the same way about him. The only hitch is that Richard is gay and he would rather be with a man than with a woman. Tell me, Susan, how'd you meet this guy, Richard?
Well, I met him the proverbial nice way, and I met him in church. A friend introduced us. It was wonderful. And we went on a date together. We went to the movies. We went and saw Beaches, the best movie in the world. And I knew then and there something was special about him. I knew then and there.
What was it that you could tell?
I don't know. You know, it's such a cliche to say, oh, he was so gentle and sensitive and emotional. But he really was. I mean, it wasn't like he was a jerk or anything like that. He wasn't flaming, as it were. You know, in fact, he hides it very well.
So you had no idea that he was gay?
None at all.
And he proposed to you?
Yes, he did.
The first time, what happened?
We went to a Chinese restaurant in Chicago, and he had the whole restaurant in on it. He had them bring me a tray with the ring on it, and everybody was waiting for my response, which of course was yes. And then 4 days later, he broke it off.
What did he say?
Well, he said, Susan, it's not right to confuse you and to confuse my life even more. I love you too much. That's why I can't marry you. I'm gay, and this is how it is.
What did you think when he said those words to you? What went through your mind?
I thought he was nuts. I mean, because I knew he was gay before he asked me to marry him, but I was so sick back then. I said, you can have men just as long as you come home to me. I know.
Where was your head?
In the toilet somewhere. But I do have one thing to show everybody here. This is 7 years later now, and this is all woman, and he can't have no man if he wants me.
Now, I mean, he has told you he's gay. You know that he's gay. If he were to say, marry me today, would you say yes?
Yeah. I mean, if he would give up men, yes, I would. I would in a minute.
Yes.
Why? Why would you marry him?
Because he is wonderful.
But he's gay. He's going to go with a man.
But you know what? He's not gay. He's with men because he's confused about women.
But he's telling you he's gay, so you should come to grips with that he's gay.
You want to know what else he's telling me, though? He's writing me between me and you cards. Thank you for that walk on the beach. I'm in love with you. I imagine us with our kids.
So he's basically leading you on.
You know, it sounds like he is, and sometimes I feel that he is, but I really don't believe that.
Okay, wait. Let me just backtrack a little bit. You just told us that he proposed to you in this Chinese restaurant. The whole Chinese restaurant was in on it, and 4 days later he broke it off with you and told you he was gay.
Right.
If that's not leading you on, I don't know what is.
You know what? He's really a mess. He's confused. His life has been nothing but turmoil, especially with women in his life.
And what about your life? You were married too.
Right.
And he tried to break up your marriage and did, in the end, break up your marriage.
Well, he didn't single-handedly do it, but I thought about him the whole time I was married.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to meet this guy, Richard? Me too. Richard! Richard.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Now, she's trying to make me look bad before I even walk out on stage. First, I didn't break up their marriage. He was a big jerk.
And I said you didn't.
Oh, okay. I love the girl. I love her with all my heart. She's my best friend. We've known each other for 6 years. It may look to you guys that I'm leading her on and stuff. As far as the confusion goes with the homosexuality, I'm not so much confused about it. I know who I am. I accept who I am. I'm happy with who I am. But I've never found with anyone else what I found with Susan. And I know that it's more of a, it's bad to say, but it's more of like a physical thing with a man, only because I've never found the emotional thing that I found with Susan. And I know that if we were to get married, I would like to marry her. If I could take a pill to make me straight, I would marry her in a second. I'd love to have her family, or I'd love to have a family with her, and stuff like that, but
let me just tell you something. There is no pill.
I know.
So, knowing that, do you make her, but do you make her feel like you're going to marry her?
I make her feel special. I make her feel like she's important to me. I make her feel, and I show her, and I tell her that I love her. And it's true that I do. Well,
you love her, but you love her to the extent that you can possibly love her. Don't you think if you really loved her, wouldn't the right thing to do be to let her go and let her find a man that she can love her and that can love her the way she deserves to be loved?
You're absolutely right, Ricky. And I want her to find the man that, I want her to feel towards another man what she feels towards me. The man that she's now divorced from, she didn't feel that way. And I know she didn't.
But just hearing you guys talk, it just seems to me like she is holding on to this hope that you're going to change and you're going to marry her.
Right. And it is a lot, it does have, what am I trying to say?
It has a lot to do with you, is what you're trying to say.
It has a lot to do with me and what I say to her. And
did you say to her when she was still with her husband, if you divorce him, I will marry you?
I used to say that.
And you have no intentions to marry her?
No, my intent, I don't know. Y'all put me on the spot here. I would love to marry her. I could see spending my whole life with her. I don't know if you want to call this a phase that I'm going through. I don't think it is. But I know that I've never found with anyone else what I found with Susan here.
Yes.
Hi, Susan. You say you're all woman, then I suggest you find a real man.
Let me just say, for the record, that gay men are real men, too.
Yes, absolutely. Richard is all man. I mean, if he wasn't all man, he wouldn't be here today in front of you guys. And he wouldn't care about me the way he does.
Yeah, you guys just know what you guys know now.
Aren't you just a little bit mad at him? Aren't you just a little bit angry?
I got 7 years worth of anger in this heart. I got 7 years worth.
Yeah, it seems like every time he says he's going to marry you and doesn't come through.
Oh, I said one time that I proposed to her one time.
One time, right.
One time.
So it's not like I always ask her to marry me.
All right. Well, we have another friend who knows both Susan and Richard, and she sees a different side of this. You want to meet her? Lori, come on out. Hi, Lori. Hi, now you're Susan's roommate.
Yes.
And you're pretty angry at Richard, aren't you?
Angry isn't the right word, but I have emotions for Richard.
Not very good ones.
Tell us.
I don't know. I wasn't friends with Susan when they were together in that way. I have been friends with Susan for almost a year now, and I know what's going on in the relationship now. And Richard plays games. That's all I can say. Richard plays a lot of games. He leads Susan on. I've read letters that he's written her recently. I love you, I'll take care of you, this, that, and the other thing. You know what? Comes a time in your life where you either have to put up or shut up. And he doesn't do it. He never comes through. Never once does Richard come through. And Susan just loves him so much, and she really believes in him, and she's still waiting for him to get that magic pill.
Okay, yes.
Richard, that's his name. I want to know, why did you tell her, if you marry her, do you plan on, like, seeing other men while you're married to her?
If I were to marry her, it would be me and her, and that's it.
So you think that
you're
just gonna, you think you're just gonna become straight like that?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be like living a lie?
Yeah. But I don't know. I grew up in a really religious home, and I was taught that homosexuality is wrong and that I shouldn't do this and blah, blah, blah.
Well, let me teach you something. Homosexuality is not
Right,
wrong.
and I believe that it's not. I believe that this is who I am. It's confusing. It's confusing me to me sometimes, too.
Okay, yes.
Your name is Richard. I think, Richard, you should decide what you want to be, if you want to be a man or homosexual. Because
Wait a minute,
Oh,
wait a
I'm a
minute, wait a minute. They
man.
are both the same
I'm a
thing,
man.
okay?
you know, honey, if he's gonna love women or if he's gonna love men, he can't lead her on.
I've
'cause
never loved a
he's
man
putting
like
her through
I've
hell.
loved Susan. And I've never been as emotional with...
So are you in love with Susan?
No, he's stroking his own ego.
See, now, she always
by
says that I'm
keeping
playing
Susan
games and stuff,
going.
and I'm not like that. And Susan knows I'm not like that. We've known each other for 6 years.
He's not about games
I'm not
and
about
stuff
playing
like
games.
that.
I don't do that.
I mean, in the beginning, it was a big ego stroke for him because he felt like he was really unpopular at first. But ever since then, we've been there for emotional support for one another, and we've been through a lot of hard times.
Let me give you some advice, girl. You gotta let go of Richard, be his best friend, but you need to find a man for yourself. When we return, we'll meet a woman who is so obsessed with a gay man that she lets him draw money out of her bank whenever he pleases. And later on in the show, we'll meet a woman who keeps taking back her former boyfriend every time he breaks up with another guy. We'll be right back.
If I was dating someone, I found out that he was gay, I would feel very hurt inside, but then I would sit down and ask him, how could you do that to me, the one you love?
I would hit him at first, but when I calmed down, I'd probably just say, you know what, let's just be friends and you have a great life, and I don't want to lose you as a friend now.
Welcome back. Today we're talking with women who are madly in love with men. The only hitch is all the men are gay. Sir, you had a comment for Richard?
Richard, I'm a gay man. I'm proud to be a gay man. I accepted that, like, way back in high school. You need to deal with that. And
I've dealt with it.
she can be
I
a
know
friend.
who I am.
have great female friends, but they are friends. My love life is with
Right,
a man.
and right now she is my best friend. And if ever I were to
But she's your
become
friend, but
straight
you're
and say
leading
this was
her
a
on
phase
with
I was on.
marriage and
That's
proposals.
right. There's a difference between
That's
being
not cool.
in love with
That's
somebody
not
and
cool.
loving
You're playing
somebody.
with her emotions. You're playing with her heart.
Please meet Maite. Maite says that even though she is very aware her friend Tony is gay, she is convinced that she is going to marry him and have his children. Oh, really, Maite?
Yes, I do. I believe it because I've been with him for about 2 years. At first, we were together and we would fool around, but one day he told me he was gay, and I didn't believe him. So I introduced him to my aerobics instructor. Little did I know, I took them out to dinner, and that night they made out in my back seat. Well, yeah.
Because you needed it in your face to know that he was really gay?
No, it just happened by surprise.
Happened by surprise. So, okay, so you know now that he is in fact gay, but yet you think you're gonna have children with him.
Yes, I do. My mom always told me that when I met the perfect guy, I would know it. And I know it. I just feel it.
But if he's a homosexual, he's not the perfect guy for you. He's the perfect guy for some other guy.
He's just going through a phase. That's it.
You know what? Homosexuality is not a phase. It's not a phase. You don't grow out of being a homosexual. You don't grow into being a homosexual. It's not a phase.
All right.
You know what?
If it's
Let's hear from the
depression and
guy
they think that
himself.
they're gay.
Tony, come on out here. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Maite, I think you need to take a good look at his shirt.
Oh, yeah. Look.
I know.
So,
I don't care. You're not gay. It's all a lie.
She thinks it's a phase I'm going through. It's not.
is it a phase?
No, look,
Yes, it
read.
is.
Get
It's
it in
so-
your head. It's not a phase.
It's not.
No.
So, let me ask you
Why
something,
are you so
Tony.
obsessed over these men then? All those men you follow in the car when my car and you.
Why? Because
The
I'm gay.
transmission? Oh, you're gonna screw up the transmission, right?
Yeah, I don't do that for
Right.
girls.
Right.
So wait a minute, wait. Maite, you actually let Tony take money out of your bank account?
Yes, I do.
Is that supposed to make him suddenly straight?
No. It just happens. He just
She's
goes
always
and
trying
he
to
takes
buy
money
me.
out. I'm not trying to
She
buy
thinks
you.
She's gonna buy me.
And let me
See?
ask you
You're the
something,
one that
Tony.
takes the money
Are you
out.
using her just a little bit?
No.
Have you ever led her to believe that you were going to marry her and have children with her?
Well, I think that I want to have kids. And, you know, who would be better than her? I know her.
I told you. Oh, don't do her any favors. Don't do her any favors. That's gay.
I want a kid for me, not for...
Let me ask you something.
And being gay.
And I'm asking for the sake of everyone in the audience, and I'm asking for everyone at home. Have you two ever been together?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And how was it?
Took a long time.
See, now talk about...
And Maite, how was it for you?
Perfect.
Perfect. And
Awesome.
Tony, how about you?
It was just there. I didn't...
What are you talking about? You like the truth? Girl, that's a slap in the face.
And how did that come about?
Well, I do have feelings for her, but I'm not attracted to girls. I like guys.
Well, then why did you guys have sex?
Because see,
Because
that gets me
very
tired.
personal
She's
between two
been,
people.
I know her for 2 years, and every day of those 2 years, she's been asking me to have sex with her.
I asked you in Christmas time, and I just asked you to play around. You were the one that did it, not me.
You wanted
I
it for a
asked you
Christmas
diamond ring
present?
and a night in bed with you, and I got both, baby. Do you remember?
So does that mean he's not gay?
Yeah, I mean, you know
That
what?
doesn't mean I'm not gay.
Maite, asking someone for 2 years to have sex with them, you should have somebody wanting to have sex with you every night.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, what do you have to say?
I think for the First Lady that she needs to decide what she wants for herself. I mean, she needs a man to love her and only her.
I feel bad that she's in love with me and that I can't give her what she needs. It's not fair. And I want to say one thing, that with the physical aspect of the homosexual style, that is what I'm, you can say, in love with. And with the emotional aspect of Susan, that is what I am in love with.
Yeah, let me just say, speaking for myself, wait, hang on, Susan, because I want to just say something. I was in a similar situation. When I was younger, I fell in love with a guy who was gay. But at that time, I think I attribute it to my low self-esteem.
No, I think Susan has a wonderful self-esteem.
You know, let me say something in my
I don't think she has low
defense.
self-esteem.
I'm 23 years old, and I know what I want. I'm married. I got married. I'm separated now. And I've been in love with Richard since I was 16 years old. Love just doesn't, crushes don't go on 7 years.
Right.
This is
And
love.
neither
This
does
is something
playing games
real.
or stuff like
but
that.
but wait a minute. I got my own place. I got my own job. I've educated myself. I'm happy being alone. I got my dog Trevor at home. I'm in love with him. But you know what? I don't need a man to make me happy. But you know what, though? I want to share my life with this man because we make each other happy.
Okay, you say you want to share your life with him, but are you willing to share him with other men?
No.
No. And if I were to ever agree to marry her, I would never do that.
And I can believe that he
Never.
wouldn't. He's not a dog.
But you know
He's
what?
not a dog.
Susan holds Richard, even though she would go out and find other men, Susan holds Richard as an ideal. Like, all other men must meet what Richard holds for her. And you can't compare A with B or B with C. You have to fall in love for who you are or for who that person is.
I agree. Yes, sir.
What's her name? I forgot her name.
Susan?
Susan and Richard. I think Susan has a priority straight, but he has to. I mean,
Yeah,
he has
and you're absolutely right.
He has a beautiful woman who can have children with for the rest of his life. He has to decide.
Right.
Does he want her or does he want to...
And there are times when I would decide to be with her.
Nicely put, sir.
But you know what, though? They care about each other. They have a wonderful friendship with each other. But again, she holds him as her goal. So unless you come close to that goal,
I think it's a goal that she can never reach.
I realize that, but
you know what? Your heart doesn't know gay or straight. Your heart sees somebody, they fall in love.
Right.
And that's
I
for
totally
gay
agree
or
with that.
straight.
But he
You know what?
was
Two men
here.
see
I
each
think
other,
we
they're
have
in
200 witnesses here that heard him say that he's not in love with you.
Emotionally, I am in love with her.
you can't be emotionally in love and physically not in love.
All right.
It's a
hang on. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, his name is Richard?
Richard, yes.
Richard said that he wanted her to give him the love that she would give any other man. Is that what you said?
I hope that she would find what she feels towards me, towards another man.
But you said you wanted her to love you the way she would love any other man?
No,
How
I
could
want her
she
to
do
love
that
any
when
other
you
man
can't
the way
give
she
her the
loves
same
me?
love back? Curiosity killed the cat.
I don't understand
Satisfaction
what you're
brought it
saying.
back.
I don't understand what
Thanks.
you're saying.
All right. Tony, you have something you want to say to Maite?
Yeah, I just want her to know that I'm gay.
No, you're not.
And that I want her to be my friend. That's it, just my friend.
No, you're not.
then you know what? You need to cut yourself off from her and give her an occasional phone call, not an occasional bank
We
tap.
have done that. We have done that.
Thanks for the advice, Lori. When we return, we'll meet a gay man who keeps getting back together with his old girlfriend every time he breaks up with one of his boyfriends. Don't go away. With women who are in love with gay men. Please meet Kimberly. Kimberly says that every time her friend Chuck breaks up with a guy, he comes running back to her, only to dump her when he meets another guy. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding at all. Every time.
How many times are we talking?
5 or 6 in the last 5 years.
What are you doing? Lori, excuse me, am I disturbing you?
Oh, no. Sorry.
That's okay. We can hear you.
I'm talking about my own talk show now.
I gotcha. Back to you, Kimberly. So, 5 or 6 times this guy's done this to you.
Yes.
Why do you keep coming back for more?
Because I love him very much, with all my heart.
What do you love about him?
He's great. He's the most intelligent person I know. He's brilliant. He's everything I've always wanted in a guy. He's smart. He's everything.
He's everything, and he
gorgeous.
even breaks your heart every
Yes, he
time
does.
he breaks up with you.
Yes, he does. Every time. 2 years ago, he told me that we could only be friends. And at that point, I said, no, we can be more. But I would let him believe that I was all right with that, and I'm not. I still would love to marry him. He helped me deliver my child. It's not his child, but he did help me deliver him. And he's just incredible.
So you feel like maybe he's confused?
No, he's not confused. He's very secure with himself. Very. It doesn't seem like he is to anyone, but I know him.
Maybe it's you're the one that's confused.
I am very confused.
All right, you want to meet this guy, Chuck? Chuck, come on out. Hi, Chuck.
Hey,
What are you doing to this poor girl?
I'm not doing anything. She loves me. I mean, I love Kim a lot. I love her to death. I mean, I would do anything for her. But as far as the in-love thing, she came to me, so.
But you saying you would do anything for her, I think the thing to do for her is to let her go. Tell her that you're never going to marry her, and that she needs to find someone that's going to love her the way she needs to be loved.
I did. I wrote a letter to her that was like 2 years, like she said before, 2 years ago. And I told her that, you know, me and you are not going to happen. As far as best friends, I mean, we're going to be best friends probably, you know, till we die. But as far as marrying her or being in love with her, I told her it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And as far as letting people go, I mean, you just don't do that to someone. I know they've been together for a long
I
year.
cannot let
and
him go.
I can never let
just
him
say,
go.
you know, get
But in the case
get
of
out
Maite
or
and
whatever.
Tony, Maite just won't take no for an answer.
You're not in my shoes. I love him. He is everything to me. He's like my father, my brother. He's everything.
You know what, though? You can still love him. Me and her love each other. I mean, we go everywhere, we do everything, but we're not in love, and she doesn't expect me.
Wait. One of you is in love.
She is in love with you.
But-
and you may be able to decide, again, from being in love and loving somebody, but she is in love with you. She just doesn't love you like a friend. She's in love
Yeah,
with
but
you.
we can't help that.
Yeah, but then you need to remove
Wait. Yes, you can help it by writing her letter saying, I love you, I love you, I love
I
you.
wrote any letters to her.
The letter that I wrote her did not say, I love you, I love you. I told her that I love her as my best friend, but that I did not love her as my girlfriend.
But do you get jealous when she dates other men?
Yes, I do.
That's Richard, too. Richard.
No, wait a minute. No, hold on. Because
same way.
thing is, when she dates other men, she will pay all this attention to them,
And
and
he's
she
left out.
totally...
He's an attention person. He thrives on my attention for him.
You know, you ladies have to come out with me. I'll introduce you to some nice guys. Some nice heterosexual men. Okay. In this case as well, we've got a guy named Jason who knows both of you and knows your situation. Let's hear his side of things. Jason! Hi, Jason. I understand that you are the voice of reason. Tell me what you see going on here.
I think they're absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Kim runs back to Chuck. Chuck leads her on, totally. I mean, he can't decide if he wants to be gay or straight. He has this merry-go-round sexuality. I'm straight today, I'm bisexual tomorrow.
You know what? I am not this merry-go-round sexuality. You know that I'm gay.
I know that you're gay, but you don't let everyone else know.
Do you want to make it that I'm gay? Hello, you know? There you go. I'm gay.
Turn to your friend Kim and tell
I am gay.
I don't care. It's not a matter of sexuality. That is what I'm trying to get across. It's not sexuality. It's not, geez, I want a man. It's I am in love with you, not your sexuality. With you. Here, not what you want.
Somewhere. Ultimately,
are you willing? Okay, wait, hold up. Kimberly, are you willing, if he says to you, I will marry you, are you willing to not have an intimate relationship with him
I have before. I have. You don't understand. I have. I've slept with him.
You shouldn't have to compromise intimacy to be with somebody you love.
And
my husband loves me very much, and we are intimate together in all kinds of ways, not just sexual, but you know, that is part of being married. That is part of making an ultimate commitment for anyone.
Okay, I want to say, when we first met and that, like the first 2-3 years, what he's saying is true. I would run back to her. I would break up with my boyfriend. You know, I had good reason or whatever. I would go back to her. It was a security issue. The last couple of years, whenever I've dated someone, I have not run back to you. And you know that, right?
Yes,
I have not, no.
But every time I'm with someone,
and said,
it's...
Kim, let's go out, let's get married.
Every time I'm with someone. I mean, I was at a gay bar and kissed a gay man, and you can even ask this gay man. He threw a fit, walked around with his little nose in the air, with his little bottom lip out.
You should have seen the gay man.
Whether he's ugly or not, whether he's the most beautiful man, you don't need to throw a fit and pout. Every dang time.
You know, I gotta say, when a lot of people come here and say, I gotta say, move on, girlfriend.
I'm not going to, no.
When we return, we'll meet a woman who is so in love with her gay friend, she fooled around with one of his ex-boyfriends just to make him jealous. I don't believe that one, but we'll meet them when we come back.
Your mom has turned into a tramp? If so, you could be a guest.
Call 1-800-GO-RICKY or 212-889-7465.
If I found out the guy that I loved was gay, I'd have to sit him down and very angrily ask him what the guy had that I didn't have. I wouldn't break up with him at first because I'd have to talk to him and, you know, see why there was a problem between us. And I'd still remain friends with him in the end because if I loved him once, it would be too hard for me to just let him go forever.
Welcome back. Today we're talking with women who are in love with gay men. Please meet Lee and his friend Angela. Angela is so in love with Lee, she fooled around with his ex just to get him jealous. Did it work, Lee?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm happy with who I am. I love Angela with all my heart, but she can have him. I don't want him.
So, but do you lead her to believe that you are interested in her more than a friend?
No, not at all. Not at all. I love Angela just as a friend, and that's it. I don't want nothing sexual, and I don't want to make a commitment with her.
Did she offer you money for sex once?
Yes, she did. Yes. But I refused. I refused.
You refused?
I refused.
Angela?
Lee. You know, I know you have feelings for me. You know, why don't you just tell me?
I have feelings for you, but not, you know, I'm not attracted to you. I like you as my friend, and I have feelings for you friend-wise. I don't want to go out with you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to make love to you. I want you as my friend. That's it.
And you think she just doesn't get it through her head?
She doesn't. She has a hard time dealing with it. You know, and I don't understand why. I don't know what else to tell her. I'm never going to leave her, but we're always going to remain friends, no matter what.
But you can never be anything more than just friends.
More.
All right. Yes, stand up, please.
I don't understand how they're letting these girls up here, letting these guys, you know, use them like this. And then if the guys are telling them that they're gay, how can you be with someone that knowing that you're straight and knowing that the guy you're seeing is gay? I don't understand. Okay, not you two, but you two right here in the middle. That's
wait. Yeah, Tony's shaking his head. No, I'm not using her. But wait a minute, you're using the money in her bank account.
She gives it to me.
Right.
I don't give it to you.
She gives it to me. I am not using her.
Yes?
You know, you women, you really need to get some self-esteem going on here. Yes, yes you do. You do. You are going after something you're not gonna get. And you guys, you're not gonna get it again.
Yeah, please.
Honey, no,
You could've
he's
told me that
after
the first
something
time.
you
Yeah,
don't
I got
got.
it.
He's after something you don't got. You know what? He's gonna lie to you. He's gonna lie to you and say he loves you, but yes, he does love
You know
you.
what? I don't
But he
lie
doesn't
when I tell her
love
that I
you
love
that
her.
way.
You know what? I don't think you can say that because you have no clue, you know, who we are or anything.
No, I do know because I've seen it happen too many times. You're not gonna get these guys. And some of these guys are using these girls.
If it happens,
I'm sorry.
Well, I got something to say, Ricky, and this ain't going to be popular, but I'm going to say it.
All right,
you know
Susan.
what? I think you are homosexual, sir. Just by the way you look, it's not being prejudicial. And you know what? You want to pick one of these men? Go ahead, pick one of these men. But you know what? I'm in here for him. I'm in here. I'm in here. Well, you'll never be. You don't even know.
You know what?
You don't even know.
You may love him, and I don't doubt that. But there's this one part of that relationship, it's not a healthy relationship because he's not going to give you what you need in the long run.
Susan, you'll have time to finish later on. Wait, when we come back, we will meet the editor-in-chief of YM Magazine who will try to shed some light on what is really going on here. Don't go away. Talking with women who are in love with gay men. Now, before I introduce my next guest, Susan, you have a comment for this gentleman?
Yes, I do. You know, you don't know about our relationship, and it's not about I'm never going to have him or anything. I'm happy in my life. I am happy. And you know what? If I never got him, that's okay. But I want him to know that I love him, and I'm here for him. And you know what? That's not gay or straight or anything. That is human nature. And you know what? I'm not going to give up on him because he's gay. I'm not going to give up on him because you know why? I don't believe he is. And I know the letters that he's written me. None of you know! None of you know! None of you know! Sweetheart, you don't even know!
Hold on. All right, I got to move on and introduce my next guest. Joining us now is Sally Lee, editor-in-chief of YM Magazine. Sally is here to help us figure out what she thinks is going on with these relationships. Sally, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Well, I guess what I see is 4 women who are really in denial, in total denial.
I don't think it's denial. When she's going to the gay bar with me and she knows that I'm gay.
I can see 4 women who's got a lot of love to give, a lot of feelings pent up inside. They're totally in denial. And I'm sorry, but I see 4 guys who are milking it for all it's worth.
I'm not milking it.
In different ways. Some are more well-intentioned than others. I could go down the line and I could talk a little about it. Angela, you sat there and you let Lee tell something that was obviously a matter of trust between you. You were surprised when he said on air that he had you had offered to pay him to have sex. I mean, how did that make you feel? Was this the action of a best friend? That wasn't very nice.
I was very hurt. How could you do something like that, Lee?
How could you mess with so-and-so?
Why did you disrespect her, though?
Okay, I apologize for disrespecting you, but it's a point. It happened. I'm not going to deny it. It happened. Okay? You don't like a lot of things that I do. I could say the same thing for you, but I still remain your friend.
But you know what? That wasn't a friend. You could have walked away from her a week ago, and that episode would have never happened.
Well, basically, the bottom line is that Angela's letting him do this. I mean, Angela, you have, I don't want to say it, but it seems like you have very low self-esteem. You're sitting there, you're letting him walk all over you. I mean, and he's been up front. He's been up front. He's been very straight. He's sitting there and he's saying, Angela, I'm gay. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. And you're just sitting there and they're saying, you're not, or I'm still in love with you, whatever. You know, you really have to get over it. You've been out with other guys, go out with some more other guys. Go find somebody else. There's a lot of great guys out there.
I know that's easier said than done because I was in that similar situation. I was in love with someone in college.
And you found a great guy, didn't you? You found a great guy.
And in my case, it was a self-esteem issue. And I'm not speaking for all of you, but I am speaking for myself. I wasn't happy with who I was, and so I thought that being with a gay man was the best it could be for me. And it wasn't until I felt better about myself that I found somebody who was right for me.
I mean, you've gone through it. I've gone through it. There are
But
four women up
saying
here
going
who've
out
gone
there
through
are
it.
a lot of fish in the sea is easier said than done.
But you have to work on your self-esteem. She's at a dead end right now. She's not working on anything.
What about Kimberly?
Kimberly. Basically, I think Kimberly's confused. I think Chuck was confused and is trying to set things straight, but there's a long history there. It got very complicated. The fact that you have some ambiguity about your sexuality, obviously, because you slept with Kimberly and you've slept with men. It's problematic, and she's holding on to hope.
I slept with Kim because we had a lot of fun. She's better than a lot of the people that I've slept with already. I mean...
Seems like Kimberly needed to hear that.
She is. She's good. She's really good. And I'll tell you right now that if there is a man out there, you better treat her with respect and care and love.
And you better not get jealous.
I haven't. She went and started seeing another gay guy at the first of this year. And I was like, what the hell?
Well,
What the hell's
he had
going
it passed,
on
but
here?
I thought, you know, he had changed. No, he didn't.
Kimberly, you gotta stay away from those gay bars.
I find more men than he does there.
We're gonna have more with Sally Lee when we come back. Stay with us.
Something to tell you.
Celebrate the new year by telling him he's dumped.
She's gonna be knocking on my door the next day.
On the next Ricky Lake.
Oh yes, we are back. Sally Lee, can you talk about Maite? I think she's the one that's most
totally in
denial.
She is so in denial, it's not true. You know, you're so in denial, and you know one of the things that really comes across is that you really have the belief in the power of love to change things.
It's not that I'm changing it, it was never there.
No,
he
but
was
this is
never gay.
denial.
Do you understand?
He is
is
saying to your
obsessed. There
face-
is a guy that lives around his block. He follows him home. I mean, you don't understand what he does. It's
So he's
pathetic.
gay?
He is not.
He's gay.
No, I'm not.
How?
Whoever said that remark, you're not in my shoes, girl. That's all I'm saying.
No, but do you accept that? Do you accept if he tells you he's gay?
Yeah.
Right now,
I accept that he's
I
gay.
just want her. I just.
You don't believe him.
No.
Then you don't accept it.
Then you don't accept
No, I don't believe it. I just want to put this shirt and keep it in your head. I am gay.
Listen,
Read it.
it's okay, so. Doesn't make. You want me to get a pen and put?
Maite, what would it take for you to believe that he is gay?
Nothing. He is not gay. He was never gay. I am happy for him, but I don't
accept
believe
it.
it.
Be happy.
Hey, I'm happy with him who
Your
he
friendship
is.
might
because I
even
love
be
him
greater
for
if
this.
you're happy
Hang on, Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, Monte, you are really a beautiful girl, and you really deserve more. You need to accept the fact that he's gay. If a man tells you he's gay, he's gay. I mean, nobody lies about that. And Susan, you too. You're really a beautiful person, and I think that, I mean, you can still be Richard's friend, but I really think you should try and seek love in somebody else because you really deserve
And I
more.
wish
You really
would.
do.
I wish you would find a man.
The scary thing is about Maite.
What, Susan? I'm sorry. I have found many men. Lori knows this. Just in the past year that I've been living with her, I have had many relationships. I'm not sitting home pining away. I'm out there. I'm meeting men. I mean,
I wish you would find a man
I'm in
that
the
you would
public
feel
eye.
towards.
She
that you feel
is
towards
out
me.
there. The problem is,
Look
again,
at-
nobody meets Richard's ideal standards. So, you know, it goes back to Richard.
Well, you know what? I've already had one dog and I married him. I'm not going to marry another dog again.
This is a hurting woman who says that. You can feel there's some distrust of men there, you know?
Yes.
And there is this issue that you're really comparing everybody to Richard, who has been very kind to you, and he's trying to be kind to you. And that's where...
It's not a matter of trying. I mean, I just
Well,
love her and
well,
I
the
am.
thing is, but the problem is that you're being very well-intentioned. You're treating her like kid gloves. I love you. I want to marry you. You're special. You're very special to me. The problem is you're being well-intentioned, but you're being a creep at the same time.
I don't always tell her that I want to marry her.
But how
I mean,
many
I don't-
times do you have to say you want to marry
But she
somebody?
seemed very surprised when you said you wanted her to find a good man. She seemed shocked.
Right.
Yes.
So in some ways, you are misleading her.
I want her to be happy. And
But
I
the way
cannot
for
give
her
her
to
that
be
happiness
happy
because
is not to tell
I
somebody what
am
they want to
gay.
hear. You can't just tell her what she wants to hear in order to make her happy. You have to tell her the bottom line, the reality. The reality is that you're never going to have a life together as a married couple in the way that married couples usually have. And that's what she wants, and you can't give it to her.
All right.
So back off.
Hang on, yes.
My question's for Mate. You said that Tony was like your brother or your father, so why'd you sleep with him?
She couldn't help herself. With that Don't go away. Today we've been talking with women who are in love with gay men. As we all know, love is not always the easiest thing to find in this world. But I must say that even though there might not be romantic love in store for some of my guests today, there seems to be plenty of unconditional love between friends up on the stage. Thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for being here. See you next time. Promotional fees have been paid by the following. People who are so conceited, so snobby, and have such high opinions of themselves, it is difficult to be around these people without telling them to stop being so full of themselves. Do you know people like this, guys? Yeah. Ma'am, you know somebody like this?
Yes, I know a lot of people like that.
All right, well, that's exactly how some of my guests feel. On today's show, they're going to confront